Alright, this is Vegeta8259 again, and I'm not really sure how I'm going to do this review with such a large kit. This is the first time I've reviewed a 1/60th scale model, but I'll see if I can figure something out. But this is the review of the 1/60th scale Strike Freedom Gundam from Gundam Seed Destiny, and this is a special model kit because it is, as far as I know, the only Bandai model kit with a Lightning Edition label on it, which means that it's got lots of lights in it. I mean, certainly there are other Bandai kits that have as many. Actually, there's Bandai kits that have even more lights than this one, but none of them have the Lightning Edition logo on their boxes. So yeah, that's pretty much what drew me to buy this model kit, was the fact that almost the entire inner frame lights up. And yeah, I just thought that was really cool. This is only the second Gundam Seed model kit that I have, aside from the Astray Red frame. And I'm actually really pleased with it. And I was surprised it came with as many decals. I was afraid that it was just going to be a bunch of big white blank spaces like this, but it does come with several decals to help give it some more detail. So first, before I take him off of his little stand to go over articulation and all that normal stuff that we'll usually do on a review, I'll go over his lighting feature first, just to let you see what that's like. So, lights out. Alright, actually, let's turn my other lights out as well. There, that's a little bit better. So, the way he is lighted is he has this little base that he comes with, and there's 3 AA batteries inside here, and you have to hook up all the electronics and stuff, but don't worry, there's no soldering involved, and it's just a bunch of big metal plates and wires and things that not too hard to put together. Most of it's put together with screws. So the metal parts run up through here and attach to the wiring system in Strike Freedom's body up in the crotch here. And then he's got a switch on the back of his base, and when you turn it on, the frame lights up just like that. Now, unfortunately, they didn't route the wires to his head. He has a separate battery inside his head that lets his eyes light up, and unfortunately I don't have any spares. The batteries I had in my, they're the same batteries that you use for the 00 Gundam and the GN drives, but mine have since gone dead, so unfortunately I don't have any way to show off the eyes, but hopefully that won't take away from how impressive the frame looks. Actually, if you're into Transformers at all, this model kit really reminds me of the Fallen from The War Within and the upcoming sequel to the live-action Transformers movie. But yeah, it's actually a really, really nice effect. As you can see, there's, let's see, I think there's 5 giant LEDs inside this kit. One in the chest, and it illuminates the chest vents up in the neck there, the little thingy on his stomach, and it's even got like little holes in the armor just to let some additional light peek through. And if you open the cockpit, the entire inside of the cockpit is illuminated. I thought that was pretty cool as well. And some of the light even goes into his shoulders. He's got LEDs in his forearms, and it pretty much lights up most of the arm. Now there's a standard polycap right there for the wrist joint, and since polycaps are solid gray, they don't, light can't pass through them. So what I did was I cut a small hole in the bottom of the polycap so hopefully some light would go through and light up the hand. And I think it worked somewhat. I mean, definitely the palm of the hand has got some glow to it, but the light doesn't quite reach all the way to the fingers, so. But it does look better than it did before I cut the hole in the polycap. And then there's not really any lighting in the waist area, but the lights in the legs are down here behind the knees and the lower leg. And if you lift up the knee armor, you can see it's really glowing quite brightly in there. And just lots of light coming out of these vents on the side and through the knee joints and all sorts of different places. And it just looks really nice. As you can see, there's some additional stuff on the back. These little vents on the back of the legs can open up, and you can see a nice orange glow through there. And yeah, that's about it for the lighting feature. You got these things on the side of the arms, and if you'll let me do this real quick, we can put on his beam shield. I actually haven't tested this yet to see if the shield will actually light up. I seriously doubt it will, but it's worth a try, right? I'll just put that on there and stick this in that little slot there. And it's not really wanting to go in. There we go. And there we go with his beam shield. Now the light does travel up that little clear yellow piece that's holding the shield on, but doesn't really go into the clear plastic of the shield itself. But then again, I didn't really expect it to, so that's not too disappointing. But yeah, that's about it for the lighting feature. The light doesn't quite go all the way down to his ankles, just a very dim glow down there. So I guess this will be the first part of the review, and then we'll come back next with the lights back on and do colors, articulations, weapons, accessories, all that stuff. So, see you next time.